Hey guys, John here, so let's do this! This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former... Let me make sure that's facing me. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and Opperment who are given, and the Cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt Aqua Regia. Regia? I don't know. Instead of Aqua Fortis, in hope it will produce... In hopes it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acidic and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Booge. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together. I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, for I only crave for fair judgment and a safe return. Didn't know exactly what the fuck happened halfway through that sentence, but it did. Enough! The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Ah, it was right there. So, in case it wasn't already clear, I just had to re-record this. Because my mic shut off. Shut up. Before I started recording it, that is. So when I was recording, I talked for a whole like 15-20 minutes, and none of it got kept in. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never be again see the old sailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. Wow! A scream in the dark? I should go in that direction. Clearly, it is what I need to do. Yes. So, is that the wine cellar? I don't actually know if that's the wine cellar. I'm pretty sure it's not. It won't budge! I'm stalling. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this, the young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. What young boy? What young boy would do that? Young man! Woo! Ooh, $10. I don't remember that being open. Was that open? It's probably open. It's probably an idiot. I'm gonna hardly reject that presence. Do not need it in my life.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hunan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Just a moment. I don't actually know where he is, so this could prove difficult. I don't know if that was a correct sentence. Hey, Mr. Piano Douche. Maybe not do that?
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Wait! I don't remember closing anything. This did I close that? I'm having a horrible time with my memory at the moment. Either that or it's like totally on purpose. Oops.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Kill. I think I can just do this. Oh, not breakable by hand, it says.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Yeah. Oh. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Perusian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as an exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motives that keep reappearing. The gatherers. The story reaches... Oh, is it? Oh, it's a big one. I'm good. Sorry, that just kind of happened. But I think it's this one. And then it's this one. Boom, baby. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brandenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sailed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave, or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would in a sense solve both of my problems. That's a problem. Wow, what a closet. Wow, this closet looks amazing. I wonder how the inside is. Roomy. Hello? Who be there? Are you present, beast? Well, that wasn't good. I think I just double whammied myself. I'm gonna give a hard pass. Has that found fair? Too bad! It's happening! Such as we're praying, gazing into the dark, domed ceiling. Oh, that's a thing, I guess. Ow. Hurt me anyway. Oh, I already got that. Well, I can go to the wine cellar now. That's gonna have to be its own freaking separate episode. Not walking down to it. I can do that. I can also unlock it. Firstly. Yeah! Alright guys, thank you for joining me on this this little adventure. I'm sorry that I wasn't as entertaining, or not as, I wasn't as scared as some of you may or may not liked. If you did enjoy this though, one way or the other, I don't know if me being scared is something that you're here to see. But if you did enjoy this, please feel free to subscribe, and then like, and then share this. And I'll see you guys in the next video.